Now this is the video that I'll analyze now. I'll have all the still shots go very quickly. So this has been enhanced and stabilized, and you'll see the object there in the center. It seems to have two small arms and a head. It looks white, and I'll actually analyze all the shape forms and that. It wants to drag the fiber in. On the edge of that fiber, there's actually what looks like a small component of a machine. It turns around, it sort of tilts. It's got left arm, right arm, head, two legs, and it tilts and it rotates that fiber so it has enough strength to drag it in. This is on the human skin. Um, there it is. It's just now dragging it in, and it's 30 times magnification. There's a one in that hole there, right in the center of the screen. That also morphs in shape. I'll zoom in on those pictures. It's a brown one. There's our friend again. He still can't get it in there. Now, this is where he morphs a lot. If you look at him now, this is the part that I'll analyze. You see how many shape changes he's actually done now. He keeps on changing shape, and they're the images that I'll zoom in very closely. He's having difficulty bringing this in. Now, this is the video from a Dave in the UK. He's filming his own skin, and there it is there. He zooms in again. So it's 30 magnification. It isn't a simple film to do, obviously. Now, he's found one other one I can see there. It actually looks more brown. That's one I'll analyze on zoom shots as being a object that's behind a brown area, and it's similar to the first object. Or no, this is the first object again. He's actually zoomed in on, and it's just rotating it. And he's just been able to use his feet as a leverage and his two arms, same as a human would do. And he now will soon pull that fiber into that skin tunnel. There's the other one there in that opening there. So I've actually zoomed in on that one, and he'll try to focus again on the object now, bringing the fiber, the Morgellons fiber, into the. There's one other object as well, which I'll zoom in on. So he's still struggling. Now on one fiber there looks like a machine component, it's a tube or whatever. So there he is. He's got it halfway in there. But when I zoom in, I'm using a HTC One phone cam on auto lock focus. You'll see the images of that creature. There he is again. He's just bring it in now. And this is where it changes a lot too. If you just keep your eyes focused on him, he will constantly change. Not one image of that insect or that alien entity. As I said, two arms, two legs. It's a lot smaller than humans. It is constantly morphing as you watch it. I've never seen anything like this before in my life. What's the point? What's the purpose of actually dragging these fibers in there? I read somewhere they can't be destroyed by very strong heat. That they've actually been tested. What's on that fiber? It's a tube at right angles. What will he do with that? What will he build with that? We can't see these ET entities on our skin if we have them. We just feel the itch. So quite a few people that I've spoken to on Facebook, when they put two hairs close together, the hairs start to actually. I've actually focused on the one down the bottom. The hairs will actually twist around by themselves, and when they wake up in the morning, they've got these red fibers. So if he's actually taking this into the hole, what comes out? Is this the processes of having something moved from the fibers it's used, and then the fibers are thrown out again? It is very complex, but to actually see this changing shape and form and to analyze these on very high zooms, it's very, very fantastic is all I can say. So I'll go now and start analyzing those zooms. This is a zoom of the insect in Morgellons disease, which was filmed by one individual on his skin. So he saw the fibers being dragged. He used a 30 times magnification. Now, I then used probably 4 or 5 magnification. There's about 100 images. Let's go through them quickly. I see the object dragging that fiber in, and as I'm looking at it, it changes form. It literally changes and changes as though it's constantly morphing. It's white, it's green, it goes, it's the shapes never ended. There wasn't one shape that seemed to return in this individual creature. So it actually dragged the fibers in. I've read somewhere these fibers are actually coming out of the skin in the morning in individuals. They see it in their skin. It's been heat tested and it can't be destroyed with normal temperatures. Now, on this one, there was what looks like a machine or something on one of these fibers because it's at right angles and it has an opening. So I'm not sure how that relates to this alien insect. There it is again, actually dragging these into human tunnels in the skin. Are things being built down there? You see the 2 arms there and that beautiful crest on the head. The 2 eyes pop up. I mean, these images are fantastic. To watch this and actually zoom in, I probably took about 100 pictures. I couldn't believe it. So here it's more square-like. Here becomes white again. There he is. It's a shot where he drags the fibers in. And there are those 2 eyes there become white now. This can't be seen by the human eye, so you wouldn't see this on your own skin. So these alien entities, the closest I've filmed are the ones in Indonesia on the cloud UFO. They appear about 10 foot high and they're morphing as well to suit the actual color of the surroundings. That looks like a platform there. I didn't see that before. This is amazing. This is happening. There it is, the platform. Ah, yeah, look at that. It's as though there's a platform. He's dragging the fiber in the tunnel. It looks as though there's actually some machine or some component on there. Now he turns around, shakes a bit, and he shifts that fiber. He changes shape there, and the fiber will come around and he drags in. This is one other one he zoomed in on and actually shows one other hole. And you'll see that rounded shape there. And there's an entity there that just changes shape as well. And there it is. It just changes right in front of you. He then returns a camera to our ET friend here that is still working with the fiber. That's a very good zoom of him standing up. He just changes all sorts of shapes. I don't think we have a natural way of actually capturing this anywhere. It's just, I'm not sure how these things can survive. I mean, just the shapes here are fantastic. They will change into so many shapes through this 2 minutes that it's a constant entity that morphs and morphs and morphs. By just looking at those pictures, they're fantastic. And he will drag that fiber in. And the strange thing was there was a small machine or component on that fiber. What happens under the skin? Is anything being built under there from these components on the actual fiber itself? Now there he is there. That's the fiber being dragged in. Again, there's a weird association. I think that's one other insect that he actually zooms in on. So this is one other one. Let's start again. That's one other one. It's more brown in shape. There it goes, sideways shapes, all sorts of shapes. I've seen similar shapes on the moon. Apollo 11 zooms from the ground level. Look at that shape. That's fantastic. Just look at that. I just can't believe I just caught that shape there. That is just beyond comprehension. And there's that fiber. So it's dragging that fiber in. What's the point of dragging the human skin? And look at that shape. Fantastic. And the weird thing is there's one other entity as well. I think he zooms in on that one as well. And it just changes shape. the rumor is these are dropped down by the chemtrails, and that's where there's a high concentration of this Morgellons disease. They haven't found the object that causes it, but am I looking at it here? I mean, just look at that zoom. I have to stop it there. That looks metallic. It is just beyond what I expected to see in this video. It's just too far beyond. I'm just looking at it now thinking, is this happening? Is this real? Obviously it is. I mean, to be picked up in changing, literally, as you see it, opening its eyes, changing shapes, changing colors. It's opened its mouth, eyes. Look at it. This is not seen by the normal human eye. This is 30 times magnification. So these are objects which are on us. The large ones in the Indonesian UFO are probably 10 foot or higher. These are fantastic images. I couldn't stop just taking snapshots. It was just changing literally in front of my eye. Look at it. It opened its mouth there. Let's see what it looks like when it's opened its mouth. I really want to see this. There it is. And there are the white eyes. That's amazing. It's got two arms. It's humanoid shape. There, the two eyes. I am totally at a loss for words at the images and how clear I've caught these. So all I'm using is a HTC One phone. I put on auto focus, hold the screen for about 2 or 3 seconds to have the focus locked, and just click away. So what you look at is probably 100 to 120 zoom altogether.